So this is going to be a slightly longer video. It's about Malva neglecta, the common mallow. If you live in a temperate area and it is now the spring, summer, or fall, it is most likely in your backyard as we speak. So we're going to go through how to identify it, then we're going to give it a taste test raw, and then we're going to cook with it. And what I did make was a vegan chickpea mallow curry, and that's just the way it evolved. I didn't have a plan for that. And then at the end I have a little surprise. Here's Malva neglecta, the common mallow. Beautiful flowers, ubiquitous weed. Any garden or lawn you've ever had, I'm sure you've had this plant in it, and produces these little cheese wheels, so-called cheese wheels. So I'm going to take it in really quick. Today we're going to cook it, eat it, but before that I'm going to show you morphologically or what makes a mallow a mallow. Mallow has a long petiole compared to the leaf. The leaf is rounded with some lobes on the outside and heart-shaped at the base. Flowers can be white to lavender. And the calyx, which is the leafy portion, green portion at the base of the flower, is about half as long as the flower petals themselves. Flowers are axillary, which means they come out where the petiole meets the stem. Axillary flower. One of the most unmistakable things about the plant is the cheese wheel type shape to the fruits, and here they are with the calyx on. I'm gonna do a quick taste test, even though I've tried this many times, haven't really tested it, thought about it really deeply. So let's try the leaf. Raw, washed. The texture, it has a crispness of a slightly wilted lettuce. Not very, very crisp. The outside of the leaf is a little bit roughly textured. Not sandpapery, but definitely not smooth. The really cool thing about mallow, I think, is the mouthfeel after you chew it for a minute. And you'll see and read a lot about it being mucilaginous. And when I hear mucilaginous, I think okra or something slimy. Even though okra is a mallow family member, I think the mouthfeel of this kind of resembles, after you chew it a while, it's just like pasty or bread doughy, which is really neat. One of the reasons I think this plant stands out. So let's try the cheese wheel, the fruit, which we looked at earlier. Okay, it's kind of crispy. It's crispy, much more crispy than the leaf, and it has a more pronounced vegetable flavor, a kind of a green beany sort of flavor. And I don't really like green beans. Let's say if a pea wasn't sweet and it was crispy, I'd go with that. And while we're at it, I mean, I'm just gonna try the flower. The flower is slimy. That's weird. I did not expect that. I've never tried the flower, but the flower is slimy. And since we've gone this far, I might as well try the stem. I bet you it's going to be stringy and nasty. That's what I thought. Stringy and nasty. Well, I'm kind of excited to cook with this stuff because I haven't really put much thought into cooking. Yeah, the stem, yeah, leave the main stems out. They're too stringy. Let's see what happens when we cook it. Alright, so I picked a heaping bowl full. I'm going to strip the leaves and see how much we're left with. Amazing. It's like they chopped up and washed themselves. About a tablespoon of coconut oil in the skillet. Medium heat. I put some garlic paste in here. 2 cups of chopped mallow leaves. I'm just going to do this for a minute. A cup of canned diced tomatoes. Like coconut. Okay, a whole can of coconut milk. I'm gonna let this simmer for a minute. 1 tablespoon of curry powder. 4 tablespoons salt. On the side I added 1 cup of basmati rice to 2 cups of boiling water. Put the heat on low, gonna cover it. Gonna cook the rice for about 18 minutes, covered on low. Gonna add 2 cups of chickpeas. You could probably just do a full can, but I made them from dry. Rice is done, and our chickpea mallow curry is done. Put the rice in the bowl, and put the curry on top. Let's see how this goes, alright? Oh! The mallow creates kind of like that thickness, that bready, pasty sort of thing, and imparts it into the curry. In retrospect, I mean, I didn't intend on using that much coconut milk, but it seems to be the right amount, so that wasn't a mess up after all. But yeah, this is really good. Like, and I suck at cooking, and I did this on the fly. I've made similar things before. But yeah, this works really well. Mallow leaf is very good. It's a texture thing. It adds texture. So yeah, try this and improve on it, because I'm not a cook, a chef. I'm gonna do a little bonus thing. I cleaned off the calyxes from the fruit, put them in a little jar, put some pickle juice in there. Now I'm gonna let this sit for, a couple days, 3 or 4 days. I'll post the results on Instagram. I just put the flowers in there because, I want you guys to think I was fancy. If you like poorly edited videos about weeds and wild foods and would like to learn more, please like and subscribe. And in the description I have a link to an article, research article, extensive one about the medicinal uses, ethnobotanical information on Mallow neglecta. So thanks for joining me.